Let's see if we can't keep it going. I don't believe that having your light on or having it off really changes any enemy interactions. Like, I don't think you can... Oh, here it goes! Hey, doggies! Hey, doggies! No! 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 So, this is a game that was developed by two Korean studios, NeoWiz and Round 8 Studio. Both of them aren't super well known outside of Korea. Mostly did independent kind of mobile games. And then randomly, there was just this thought where it's like, hey, what if we could scale up a little bit? Both studios had this thought independently where they were like, we would like to make a new game, basically. We would like to make something that is a little bit more high budget, something that's going to call to something a little bit different. So they both decided straight up like, hey, let's seek out partners to be able to create something. And those meetings would eventually lead them to creating this, Lies of P. P for Pinocchio, of course, this heralding and this calling to the old classic Carlo Carinelli. Oh my goodness, I should have had this written down actually because I'm never going to remember it. But Carlo is the writer. That's his first name. And the thought there was basically, hey, what if we did kind of a little bit of a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen kind of deal? You know, it's like, hey, let's jump in and let's see some of the stuff that we've got going on there. So as it turned out, this turned out to be a very good fit for both studios. This game got a ton of accolades. I believe it was nominated for Game of the Year, even though it didn't win. And its DLC, which is extremely hard, came out in 2025, with both the DLC and the game itself exceeding expectations to such a high extent that everyone at the studio got like crazy ass bonuses. Like it literally was one of those things where I think I remember them being like, yeah, no, like everyone got like a bunch of money and they also all got like a Nintendo Switch or something like that because this game did really well. Well, it is Belle Epoch, Otaku. It is Belle Epoch style, as we will see very shortly. But all that said, I have waited enough. I think it's time for us to actually hop in. There are, of course, 3 difficulties. If you want to play the game on the easiest, you can play Butterfly's Guidance. Awakened Puppet. I gotta be honest, the DLC, I might be switching to Awakened Puppet, actually, because the DLC is extremely tough and extremely challenging. But Legendary Stalker is the standard difficulty in this game, and we're going to be making our way through with that. I love that the controller shakes when you press start to go in there, like the heartbeat and everything. It's really, really cool. Oh, I should have read that. Carlo Collodi. Yeah, that makes sense.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I didn't explain what type of game. No, I totally did. I said that this is a Souls-like at the jump. My bad.
Geppetto's puppet.
So if you're familiar with Souls-likes, then you kind of are familiar with the mysterious opening sequence. Mind you, we don't have any character customization here, so it's slightly different. But for the most part, what you'd expect. Oh, don't show me that. Persona. I am thou, thou art I. Oh, I got a bunch of clothes. I got... Oh, Christmas clothes now, huh? They had collaborations with multiple other studios. I believe that this is the that one Monkey King game that came out. So they were like, hey, you know.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Here's our lad. So, I can tell a little bit of the story of how I got to this, first and foremost. I'd heard a decent amount about this game prior. Gemini.
See, they got Jiminy too.
Jiminy.
But we have
Gemini. Gemini Cricket.
Sophia. Please
You get it?
tell Crot, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
You get it, Gemini? Alright. The monad lamp. So we have 2 belts here. And we can use them to kind of interchange what we want to put together. We'll get to some of that other stuff as we go in. It opens the door.
Find something that might help.
The left arm of steel can do a little punch, but that's really about it. We'll get some more stuff as we go. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
The streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there.
Hold on a minute.
It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
Well, here we go now. Here we go now. So, the path of the cricket, the path of the bastard, and the path of the sweeper. Much like Souls-likes, you start off and you have your options on what weapons you want to do. Lightest and fastest, but least strength. Balanced, and then of course your strongest, but your slowest. I'm actually wondering now. I think I did the path of the cricket, so I think I'm going to run the path of the bastard this time. Now, of note, if you think that you've chosen the wrong thing when you do this, don't worry, because you will be able to choose all the other weapons later on. Oh, nice. And it also shows you your stats as well here. Okay, so this is the light one, this is the heavy one, and then this is the balanced one. I chose balanced before. So your health is decreased slightly, but your stamina is a lot higher than the other options. So already, as soon as we leave here, we'll be able to tell a little bit of the style that we're working with. Belle Epoque, as I mentioned before, old French, kind of maybe not Renaissance, but classical style in terms of kind of how that works. No. Off to an interesting start. But, I mean, if you played Bloodborne before, this is not going to be out of the ordinary for you. If you played Dark Souls, anything like that, this is not going to be super out of the ordinary for you. Mystery, weaponry, spoofs and goofs. All right, pulse cells. So these are your Estus flasks. You have a limited amount of ones you can actually use, yeah, you can get more as things go on. And of course, there's the old sneak attack, which I'm not going to be able to do because this guy is sitting right here. Hold on. I'm smarter than this. I know how to play a Souls-like now. I'm not going to get jumped from behind. I'm just going to get jumped from the front. This game has a very unique way of battling enemies. Your parries are rewarded, where enemies have certain weapon durabilities. If you parry enough, you can break somebody's weapon. And then that'll allow you to not take nearly as much damage from them if they decide to, you know, make things really difficult. I love how he tries to open the door. He's like, hey, come on, let me in, come on. So anyway, like I was saying, I picked this game up as a, oh, I know. I picked this game up as a part of PlayStation Plus's free games per month. Oh! And it was one of those things where I was like, come on. I mean, I don't know if I'm really going to play this, but I might as well redeem it. It's gotten a lot of good reviews. It's pretty well known. You know, so I might as well, right? And I played it for like 2 hours the first night that I got it, and straight up could not stop thinking about it. And before I knew it, oh, I see you. Oh, he's hiding. No one's ever going to see him. The left arm of steel. Pretty decent so far. And now we have other things that we can equip. You need to manually equip anything that you want to put onto your belt here. This will kill you instantly. So if you're wanting to do that, then by all means. For me, I like to put these things. I like to put my throwables on the extra bag. And then, of course, there's some other stuff here, like this ergo and this consumable, the Fable charge, which will become important later on down the line. So like I said, I mean, I picked this game up, and I legitimately was just like, okay, well, I guess I like Souls-likes now. I guess I understand them. I'm not really a massive Souls-like player to begin with. I mean, I know plenty of people who are big fans. They played Bloodborne, they played the Dark Souls, all that stuff. Just the way that a lot of that stuff was described to me was not, like, particularly appetizing. Like, I'm the type of person that gets really frustrated when I die a lot in a game, and it, like, leads me to making, like, really dumb mistakes just overall. So I hate it when I die a lot in a game. I hate having to learn from my mistakes in playing video games. And the concept of it being something where it's like, that's the way that a game works, it just didn't feel like it was something that was ever going to mesh with me. As it turns out, I just needed a really interesting art style and a really kind of interesting kind of overall world to pull me in here. But I've tried a few Souls-likes before. I mean, when I say Another Crab's Treasure is my first Souls-like, I mean, it's the first Souls-like that I'd finished. And finished multiple times because I finished it on my own time and then I streamed it. But I had played Dark Souls 3 before. Someone who... I don't even know really what to call them. I mean, not really a situationship, but, like, closer than a friend, I would say. Like, tried to get me to play, like, Elden Ring. And I was like, I don't know. Like, there's been a lot of moments where I've kind of been like, like, this could be interesting to me, but I'd never really kind of gone in with the idea of going, this is what I'm going to do with it. This is where I'm going to go with it. You know, until, I guess, this game. I mean, I think this is kind of what would bring me over the threshold to playing Bloodborne at some point in my life, you know? But of course, I've been bragging a whole bunch because I've been killing normal dudes. Now it's time to fight a guy that is going to actually hurt me. Anyway, shortcuts. Gotta love them. This is our way back through in case we need to make some stuff happen. What the hell is that frog emoji, buddy? Why'd you post that, Otaku? Alright, here we go now. Why don't you throw that? Why don't you... Okay, this isn't going quite the way I thought it would. So, if you fail to perfect parry, then it takes some health still. But, oh, let's go. Now we can hurt them. Now, I love frogs, actually. Okay. Alright, so we got some stuff now. We also have some equipment that we can put on. All of these will increase your weight. Most of them will. But this one will... Oh. Am I pressing the wrong thing? I am pressing the wrong thing. There we go. So yeah, as you can see... We don't have another weapon. We have 2 amulet slots. These are things that give you passive increases, sometimes active increases. All of these are passive. The arm and the weapon, I mean, of course, and then your usable stuff, and then, of course, your costume as well. But no, Otaku, I do like frogs, actually. I don't know why you're... It'd actually be the opposite in some cases, right? So that went really well, actually. I think the first time I played that, I actually died twice against that enemy. So we're already off to a really good start. But let's see how things go once we actually get out into the world. I've been bragging for a bit, but now it's time to actually face the fire. So, man, look at this. Just like... very old 1920s French-inspired, like Belle Epoque is that. Where it's like kind of old French buildings, old French kind of format, etc. Things like that. By the way, here's your Firelink shrines. You can use these.
It's called a stargazer.
Well, I'll let Sophia explain it. By the way, we're a stalker! Get out of here, stalker!
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lend my power to this stargazer for a moment... Gather ergo, clever one. This stargazer will
clever
make you
one.
Stronger. But the stargazer's strength doesn't last forever. So be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
I don't know what she means by that. But anyway, so we don't have as many options as we have at the later on. But this is kind of, like I said, your Firelink Shrine. You can use this to level up. You can use this to put items in storage if you need to. Which, actually, I'm going to do that with that. And all sorts of other things that'll be very useful to you as you go. I think this is where you can... Your fast travel comes from here, for an example. Certain character interactions will come through here, for an example. Really just the works, honestly, in terms of how all that goes. But anyway. So nice enough... when you're given souls, like when you're given like your regular stuff, you can just consume it here. And also in the top right, it'll always tell you how many level ups you can do. So rather than having to do the guesstimates or the guesswork and kind of being, left out in the lurch, you kind of can put a lot of you kind of can just get into it normally. But anyway, I am going to be focusing on my strength, my vitality, and my advance, because I need to make sure that when they set me on fire, I don't instantly die. All right. That's a good start. Let's see if we can't keep it going. I don't believe that having your light on or having it off really changes any enemy interactions. Like, I don't think you can... Oh, here it goes! Hey, doggies! Hey, doggies! No! 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 Well, at least they die quick, but... Oh... That's a lot of them. That's a lot of doggies. Anyway. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I don't think having your lights on changes anything. Like, I think that, you know, whether you have them on or not, like, enemies will still interact with you in relatively the same ways. Crot Times issue 183. Should I do a voice for it? Should I? The Crot Grand Exhibition has been delayed. The decision was made to protect the citizens until the puppet frenzy that has recently paralyzed the city is under control. The occurrence began on Rosa Isabel Street, resulting in hundreds of casualties. As the crisis dragged on, the workshop and Vanini Company, Crot's largest puppet factory, announced they would offer emergency supplies to citizens and do whatever they could to alleviate the situation. I'm just jumping all over the place with that. As the city braces for a resurgence of the petrification disease, citizens are advised to stay indoors for their safety. The petrification disease. Interesting, that. We'll come back to that in a bit. For now, though, what's helpful is a lot of enemies are laying down on the job. So you can just run up to them and stab them, and they die. So you have... oops. You have special moves that you can do. The special moves are based on both the blade of your sword and the hilt of your sword. And this game has a very interesting customization aspect to it. A lot of really good systems in this game, actually, just overall, I'd say. But the blade is almost always an attack, and the hilt is either a passive or, in this case, a parry, which can be used to deal tremendous damage. Now, this area can be a little tricky. But before we go through there, I do want to note that there are other places where shortcuts are there. But no skipping the line at this particular point. Every time you die outside of a boss encounter... Actually, no. Even during boss encounters as well. You're forced back to the last... bonfire, last stargazer that you were a part of. The good news is the soul system in this game is a little bit more fair than I think a lot of them can be. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Anyway, this guy really wants to go inside. I'm sorry, dude. You can't go inside. A lot of pretty normal enemies to kick things off here. Don't worry, they will get tougher as things go on. Also, a big thing that I really like is how P gets covered. Whoa! Sorry. That sound really trip me up there. Dear citizens of... Yeah, you too, Otaku. Thank you. Alright. This area can be a little tricky because I think this is where... Oh, here he is! The big boy! So, Fury attacks are, well, you can't guard them, but you can parry them if you're really, really careful. Otherwise, you should dodge. Thankfully, a lot of the enemies early on telegraphed most of their attacks pretty nicely. So it's not impossible to deal with them. That said, in terms of staggering them and taking them down, sometimes they may not necessarily be as cooperative as you might like them to be. But it's no big deal. It is indeed. And for, I believe, something else. No? I remembered there being something here. But maybe it's not here yet. Yeah, maybe it's not here yet. Oh well. We'll come back to it. Anyway, we got shooters in the building. These guys take a little bit of time to reload, and they also have very limited health. But they can be a big problem if you are not paying a bunch of attention. Thankfully, I am. And of course, the old-fashioned down stab. All right. We've been very careful, very cautious, very good about what we've needed to do here so far. Oh, by the way, weapon durability is a thing. Make sure that whenever you get the opportunity to recharge your weapon durability, you use this little grinder thing. Because if you don't, you can break your weapon, and you'll have to repair it at Hotel Krot, which we don't have access to yet. So start thinking about that now. With a stabbing weapon like this one, it can be a little tough to take out multiple enemies at once. But if you line them up just right, you may be able to manage it. Okay, then. I would like to now equip my Fable stuff. Anything else that would be useful to put on? Not at this time. Okay. Here's that shortcut we took a look at earlier. But yeah, I've realized with this game, I mean, I mentioned before, I think the aesthetic of a Souls-like needs to pull me in order for me to, like, really come over to it. But, like, I like thinking in Souls-likes a lot. Like, I think it's one of those things where it's, like, it's kind of a fun motivator for me to have to take my time, have to pace myself in a game like this. Right, nice little carnival, a nice little area for us to, once again, level up here. This guy here.
Welcome to Krat, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers.
Oh, crap. I forgot.
You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone. Out here alone? You could use some help. Here's a festival gift for you. Now get yourself something useful.
Oh wait, I think he gives you Ergo, right? No, he doesn't. So of note, if you feel like you bought the wrong weapon, this guy will sell you all of the basic weapons that you could have picked up at the start there. He also has an electric blitz abrasive, which is a grinder that allows you to charge your sword with electricity. There are various things of these found in the world, as well as ones that you can buy and use for your own purposes later on. And then the throwing cells. Can you tell that these might be pretty useful and I might have jumped the gun?
Out here alone?
But not to worry, though, because I have stuff that I can sell. I won't need that. I won't really need these. We're coming down to the wire now. I'm gonna sell these because you collect items a lot in this game. Like, it's not super hard to get them. There is an achievement related around getting every weapon, and this is the only place where you can buy all of these, so this is a missable thing in case you're wanting to do that one pretty early on. But I think what I need is the abrasive to really get things going for myself here. Okay, let's equip that. And as you can no doubt tell, there's a very good reason that this merchant is here for you. Introducing the Puppet Parade. Here comes a terrific puppet that'll enliven the parade. Introducing Parade Master, a remarkable parade puppet model from the workshop to celebrate the grand exhibition. Hello there, I am the Parade Master. I like singing and marching with people. The Parade Master has the following functions: 16 jolly songs, cheerful laughter, and 54 parade phrases. Parade dances to delight the children, the strength to carry 6 men on his shoulders. The Parade Master was made big in commemoration of the grand exhibition. Check out its charms on the eve of the upcoming exhibition. I gotta tell you, I don't think any of that's relevant except the fact that he has the strength of 6 men. And I think we're about to see why. I think we're really about to see why. Oh, look at you, P! Electric punch. Why can't you do that now, buddy? Why can't you do that more often? Well, I'm sorry, could you say that again? I couldn't really hear you. So, first boss right out of the gate. This guy can be a bit of a toughie, especially if you didn't get the old electricity joint. But if you did, well, he's a little easier to chop down. At least until he swaps to his second phase. Because now he's got a little bit of fire. And he's got a little bit of, well, new attacks to do. And yes, that hammer is pretty brutal. It slices, it dices, it does whatever a hammer do. Oh no. I think I'm good though. I really remembered him doing an extra attack after he bounced around on the ground like that, but, Alright then. The parade leader's ergo. Now, this is really important. Never sell the boss's ergo. Never do that. If you do it, you'll regret it for the rest of your days. But, I mean, I feel like people who played Souls-likes probably understand this better than me. I'm just going like, hey, you know, here's all the stuff that I learned from playing this game because I don't know. Hotel Krot, the greatest luxury you'll ever experience. Oh. Sorry, guy. He seems really not good.
The hotel security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
Lie being in red, just like the title. But this is the gimmick of, I mean, I say gimmick. This is the detail of this game that's really important to note. You have the choice to lie. Lying makes you more human. Lying does other things to the major plot. And of course, telling the truth will make you more like a puppet. Now, this choice, you have to lie. I don't believe you can actually get in if you tell the truth. So you have to, like, if you, I don't remember actually if it, what it does if you tell the truth, actually. I'm gonna see. You know what? I'm gonna see. Because I genuinely don't remember.
Welcome to the sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you?
So when you're given this opportunity, you're given a time limit. It'll also play stuff in the sound there.
Puppets are a constant source of trouble. The hotel forbids all outside puppets. Please leave the premises.
Okay. So yeah, they'll just tell you, lie to me, dude, please.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krot.
Alright. That was easy. Your springs are reacting. And lo and behold, we are prepared to enter the game itself. That didn't take too long, actually. That was like 30 minutes. I probably could have gotten here quicker if I wasn't, like, slow walking. But Lies of P, and the P stands for Pinocchio, fellas. I love this opening so much, honestly. As I said before, this is two Korean studios that didn't really have much in the way of experience with creating big budget games. So the idea that they were like, hey, we're gonna go full tilt on a Souls-like that has, like, yeah, I would say that this verges on being like a AAA game, like, Kind of similarly to Expedition 33, where it's like, you know, the flaws that would hamper it from being that are like so well hidden. Oh, nice. I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope nobody loses their mind and starts killing people. Oh, well. It was a nice stream. But yeah, very explicit, like, hey, puppets are robots thing, you know? Pinocchio is a robot. Oh. And that kind of takes us exactly to where we began. There we go.